Morning, y'all. We are just leaving the Trey Mountain Shelter, headed towards, where are we going? Deep Gap Shelter. If we can make longer miles, we will, but that's just our goal for today. And yesterday we wanted to go to Addis Gap, which is about 5 miles from here, but climbing Rocky Mountain and then Trey Mountain back to back was enough for me. So we're gonna try to make it to Deep Gap, see how I feel, and if I've got any energy left, and if my feet can handle it, then we're gonna go ahead and go on, try to get to Dix Creek Gap and camp just right past there. But we'll see when we get to the shelter how I feel. We wanted to make some big miles today, but we'll see. We've got our sunscreen on, even though I still have my jacket on because I'm still cold, but I won't be for very long. And it is going to be a beautiful day. So we'll check back in with you when we get further down the trail. So, let me see if there's anybody behind me. Start talking to my telephone and that crazy lady. But anyway, so when we first started this, every morning I would wake up and my face would be really swollen and my eyes would be really swollen. So I got some Zyrtec, generic Dollar General brand Zyrtec. Seems to be helping. I don't feel like my eyes are swollen. My face is not as swollen. I am dealing with some carpal tunnel symptoms. I feel like it's from, I may have told you guys this, I feel like it's from my trekking poles. I changed to carbon fiber just because of the weight, and honestly, I don't know if it's just the vibration of the pole going up, going up the pole into my hands and into my wrist. I never had that problem with aluminum trekking poles, so I'm unsure if it is just the many miles in a row, and because we've hiked a lot and I didn't have that problem. It's just started happening since I got the new trekking poles, so I really feel like it's the trekking poles, but I'm trying to hike without them. Going uphill, I can hike without them. Actually, I do better without them. Going uphill, I can breathe better without the movement of my arms. So today I'm trying a little bit of downhill with them, without them, to see. I know that going without them will help my balance and help strengthen muscles that haven't been used as much because I've been using the trekking poles, but we'll see. My hands did not go to sleep as much last night as they have in the past, and I've not, I didn't use them going up yesterday, so I really do think it's the trekking poles, which is a shame because they're lightweight. They're a lot lighter than Chicken's trekking pole. I mean, both of mine together is probably lighter than his trekking pole, but if it causes me to have pain in my wrist and my hands, then it doesn't matter how light it is. I don't really need to use it. So we'll see. I'm gonna try today to not use them as much as possible, and just, I might be a little bit slower, but just go as best as I can without using them, and see if tonight when I sleep, if my hands are better. I woke up last night and my left foot was hurting really bad. The arch part of my foot. I do have some insoles in my zero drop shoes, but I think when we get to Franklin, I might go to the Outfitters and try on some different shoes. I met a guy yesterday. His trail name is Swimmer, and he has oboes. I think they're probably boots. He said his feet never hurt him. I didn't even think that that was possible. I just thought my feet would always hurt me. But obviously, if you find the right shoe, then it's possible that your feet wouldn't hurt at all. That guy's feet never hurt. And I'm like, wow. So, I know there's a lot of factors that factor into that. You know, I've sat at a desk for years, and Chicken has just volunteered his trekking pole.
Why don't you try mine?
We'll see. Yours is heavy.
But still, that might...
We'll see. I'll let you guys know. I'll try his.
It's leading there, even princes too. And before him, the singers, they sing.
Okay, you guys. Looks like we are about halfway to, I think it's called Deep Gap Shelter. We just passed the swag. And it's a beautiful day. Let's see.
Show us your strength as you've done before. Summon your power now, summon your power. Show us your strength as you've done before. Summon your power now, summon your power. Show us your strength as you've done before. Summon your power now, summon your power. Show us your strength as you've done before. Summon your power now, summon your power. Show us your strength as you've done before. Summon your power now, summon your power. Show us your strength as you've done before. Summon your power now, summon your power. Show us your strength as you've done before. Summon your power now, summon your power. Show us your strength as you've done before.
Y'all, it's so weird when you're just randomly walking through the woods and you meet somebody who knows who you are. Crazy. I have ditched my shoes for the remainder of the day. My feet are spent. They don't want to be in those shoes anymore. So the sandal lady has come out. We wanted to try to get to the shelter. I don't want to. My body says no. Just go camp and call it a day. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I'm trying to get all jacked up on green tea. Maybe I'll have some motivation to get over Kelly Knob and get to the shelter. I was not really planning on staying at the hostel around the bend, or whatever it is, at Dick's Creek Gap, but the closer we get, the more that shower and that bed is sounding good to me. So we'll see. I think that's where we stayed last night. I'm not sure, but I think it is. It's about 4:30 and we're about halfway up Kelly Knob. I'm doing it chunks at a time. So there's some rocks right about there. That's my next goal. Just gonna walk until I get to those rocks. That's the only way I know how to do this. Major climbs like this. I just set out little goals and I get them done, and then I stop, rest, and set out another goal. So my next goal will be probably that situation right there. We're up here though. Sure is pretty. What'd you just get done doing?
Climbing up a mountain.
What was it?
A mountain.
What's the name of it?
Kelly's Knob.
Kelly's Knob. How was it?
Not great.
Was it hard? Are you
Hard.
ready to be done for the day? Do you want to go down,
I want to go down.
or do you want to camp here? You want to go down? This is the view that we got when we got to the top. Uh-oh, sorry.
It's not worth it.
It wasn't worth it for you? It's not good enough?
No, but I'm going to take a few pictures.
All of that struggle?
Yeah.
Should have had a better view? And there's the other side. How far are we up?
Not even a mile anymore.
Are we like 4,100? Yeah. So now we have to go. What do we got to go down to? What?
Like 35,
35 or 3,600 to the shelter. But it's downhill. So as much as my knees and my feet hate downhill, after all that uphill that we just climbed, it'll be a relief to go downhill. And we're getting close to sunset too, so it would be good to get to camp and eat some dinner.
I'll put up the tent. You can go cook dinner.
And get inside my sleeping bag and get warm and toasty.
You're going to probably be using hot hands.
I don't know. Depends on how cold it is tonight. It wasn't cold enough to use hot hands last night. I'm trying to save them for...
Why did you use them whenever it was like not even...
Well, I was kind of getting addicted. But now I'm running out of them. So I'm trying to save them because I don't want to need them and not have them. I mean, those are some pretty big mountains over there.
Standing Indians over, way over yonder.
Standing Indians, probably that guy right there.
No, Mom's...
Or that guy.
It's 20 miles away from us. So
Oh, is it?
that could be
It's probably way over there. Anywho, so we'll check with you. I'll check back with you whenever we get to camp and set our tent up and start cooking dinner.
Why are
So-
you doing that?
We made it to camp and set our tent up and ate our food, and then it got dark, so I didn't want to forget again to tell you guys good night and let you know what the memorable part of our day was. What was the memorable part of your day?
I don't want to talk
Kelly
about
Knob. It was so hard. It was so hard. But I didn't want to wait until tomorrow to do it. I wanted to do it today, so we did it. And it was hard, but we made it.
Yeah.
We're about, what, 12 miles from the North Carolina line, maybe? Not sure. Not very far.
You said 12 to 14.
It was 14 earlier, so I'm going to say about 12. So, almost done with our first date. Anyway, good night, you guys.